So what's good, everybody on YouTube? Welcome back to my channel, and as you guys can see from the title of this video, we are going to be doing our first ever reaction video. I was blessed enough to be able to get a college football analysis from the QB school in JT O'Sullivan. If you guys haven't already, go check out his channel. It's something that I look at a bunch to get a different perspective and to learn something new on being a quarterback. So I highly suggest, if you are a quarterback, go check out his channel, go show love, because he really has a lot of good stuff to say. And I'm very excited to see what he has to say about my game and my performance thus far. So with that being said, let's dive into this reaction video.
Hi everybody, welcome to the QB School. I'm JT O'Sullivan. Today, DTR, Dorian Thompson-Robinson, UCLA quarterback. Fired up for this one against USC, Battle of LA, fired up, all sorts of some spectacular plays. Some interesting plays where I think we'll be able to pull apart and maybe see some potential deficiencies, things he's probably working on this offseason. But I think y'all will really enjoy this one. Let's dive into it. Welcome to the QB School. All right, you dig this kind of content and you haven't already, please subscribe to the channel, hit the bell, get the notifications, let you know when we go live, when we put out.
Like I said, guys, this guy does a really good job and knows what he's talking about. So make sure you guys go check it out.
Full game analysis. It's available on the Patreon community for the QB School Patreon community members. This is basically a highlight, low light of that.
JT, if you can send me that, I would love to subscribe and all that stuff to the Patreon community. But if you would be blessed enough to send me that so I could check out the full game analysis, I would definitely appreciate it. So if you're watching this and you can see this, I would love to see the full game analysis.
Against a team with maybe superior talent on the perimeter, see how he was able to handle it. And there were really some straight up spectacular plays that I'm going to be really excited to share in this video. I think the full game gives a little bit broader texture and kind of context as far as where his game could potentially go moving forward. I probably would like to see them almost lean on him a little bit more as far as what he can do with the ball in his hands, both kind of spinning it inside the numbers and then being able to run it himself.
Which you guys will see this season.
Some impressive timing throws and kind of anticipation look-off throws that we'll get to in this video. But really, I'm excited. Hopefully y'all enjoy it. Let's dive into it. UCLA, DTR, here we go. So the first play up here is a pick. And I've got some issues with the concept. Got some issues with a number of different levels here. First of all, we'll see as this video goes on, DTR does a really nice job of manipulating middle field safety players. Well, you really don't have to do that when it's just one side of the field.
Exactly.
So first of all, it's just kind of a overarching philosophical approach for offense. I don't love half field reads like this. Now that being said, I also don't love this concept, and I don't want you to think that there's an element of that this pick, I'll let it play one time here, that this pick is definitely on the quarterback. There is absolutely an element. There's a miss.
Sure. No turnovers in the red zone. No turnovers in general, but really no turnovers in the red zone.
Here, I'm talking really when you have an out-breaking route, and I'm going to guess this is an out-breaking route. It might be more of an option. First of all, I don't love his route. He comes up and stutters here for some reason, then comes in and comes out of it. Whether it's a turnout option or a run out. A run out's even worse. But we get a post here as almost a clear, and then we get a hitch here. So really this thing comes down to you squash this right here. These two guys aren't here, okay? We're going to come out here and we're going to run this option route with a potential out-breaking route. Well, you run that into a hitch, and this defender is right here in man-to-man coverage. They're playing man all game versus UCLA. USC is just giving them two middle fingers saying, we're better athletes than you. Well, when you do this, he's just staring out there, staring at you. He's got that hitch covered up, so he falls into this thing. The ball brings him a little bit outside. I bet he misses it a little bit. But as far as the construct, the play design here is really wanting, in my opinion. So watch it a few times here. Watch the number 3, run that little stutter. Out. I mean, it's a cool route. It really is if it was one-on-ones. Well, we don't play one-on-one. The concept of now the hitch on the outside, he's locked up. That's a terrible man route. You got to have some sort of jerk element where that hitch now runs in on the 25. Well, he goes to let that thing go. It's open. If he throws it right at him, he gets it.
Yeah, that's completely on me.
And the corner falls off.
I think I hit too many times. Was late, and I let him too much. It was a great route by Kyle, working with me, being able to sit right outside the defender. And, you know, if I throw that on time, it's a completion. We
in my
continue to
opinion,
move up the
dovetailing a
field,
little bit.
and
That's his
it's
front
probably a
foot. He's
touchdown
throwing
or
to
at
the
least a
left.
field goal.
Well, it looks like he's throwing to the right. Look how his feet are lined up. His feet are lined up. Now, he might tell you, or a quarterback might tell you, if you drew a line right here, he's lined up to throw it over here.
Yeah.
There's nobody even on this side of the field. So I get it using your eyes to manipulate the middle field player, but if you're throwing an out to the other side, you don't need to manipulate the middle field player.
Exactly.
You need to get your feet lined up to throw the out. So the footwork at the top for me was wanting. Again, it's just a lot of extra
And
hitches.
that's
Look
why,
at the wasted
yeah.
motion
And
here
that's
at the
why
bottom
you see the
half of his
extra-
base. He's got a great
extra
base, no heel
hitches.
click.
Had
All
I
his
had
cleats in the
been
ground,
lined
but
up
about
to
5
throw
extra hitches.
on time to the left,
And so you combine that with a double
that
move,
takes away
option
that
route, or
few
out
extra
route
seconds that I took
into a hitch.
doing those extra steps.
The
on
corner
my
comes off and makes the
drop.
play. I mean,
So,
that's just, it's tough. So watch the dovetail. I mean, he's looking someone off to the right to throw an out to the left. You can see the footwork here. That when I'm saying base lined up, look at his feet lined up to throw the other way. That's tough. That's really tough. Come out,
Wasted
throw
motion.
a pick early in the game, tough L.
definitely what that
That's
is.
a bummer.
And it cost me.
The
Wasted
coach is
motion.
celebrating. So bounce back a little bit here. Come back, and this is to me is beautiful timing on a 9-stop up top, or however they want to classify it. This is just
Now, again, something I've also been working
man-to-man
on too
fade stop,
is
9
the
stop, whatever you
little
want to call it. The
false
thing that I
step
always
with the
look
left
for
coming out
as
of my
an
drop.
evaluator or quarterback here is
definitely
timing.
working this
So there should be
whole
3
offseason
no-hits,
to
let it go.
eliminate that.
1, 2, 3,
You know, I don't
boom.
do it as much as
Let it
other
go.
guys, or
You can see
make
how
a
he's
big of a
going
step
to
with
throw
it
that
as
thing
other guys,
before the
but
wide receiver's out of the break.
I do
That's
do it a
perfect.
little, and that, you know,
I still
everything's
think he
about
could be
time.
a
You
little
don't
bit
want any
more
wasted
lined up.
motion, so.
But he's dovetailing a little bit. His back foot is lined up. It's in perfect alignment to make that throw. His front foot's a little closed off, which just makes it harder. But the timing-wise is what I really love and why I put it on here. So timing-wise, right there, he's not even close to coming out of his break. There goes the throw. The ball's halfway in the air before he even puts his foot in the ground. That is outstanding. That is Sunday timing right there.
Thank
really
you.
nice.
Thank you.
So you can see it from the back end here. You can't see the timing, but you can see the footwork. Again, he kind of hops into it.
Again, yeah.
He is lined up right there. That back foot is lined up, all his cleats in the
step.
ground, ready to rip. But you can see the drop. You know, I don't know if I'd call it a dovetail as opposed to just kind of getting that back foot perfectly aligned. Really nice. Really nice. Perfect execution there on that 9-stop. So then we come back, and this was a really cool little RPO. I'm guessing this was an RPO. Talk about it from the back end. Let it play one more time. We got a little wide zone up top. A little dart or seam pop pass here. But I love kind of the split flow jet action. So draw it up one time. Now, I have no idea.
Sorry if I'm not talking a lot, guys.
But I love the play.
Trying to break down the play
So
and what he thinks the
kinda
play
goes
is.
with
I
this
can't
jet
obviously
sweep
give
motion. So
that
he's coming
information
across,
out.
and he's going to run like a little swing or bubble.
But I'm trying
ball's
to,
gonna go
trying
to
to
this
work
pop
with it
pass
as
right
much
here.
as possible. So sorry if
gonna
this
get a
isn't
little
as,
short
you know,
in out
pleasing.
here.
This is more so if you guys haven't seen the video, you guys can watch it.
What I'm
But
going to guess is the
and get
RPO
my
going
take
wider
on it.
outside zone here. And I can't tell you who they're reading. Whether it's here or middle field open back here. But he does a great job of being able to see it. It's even a better shot from the back end. This is an excellent, well-designed play. If I'm going to get on him for poorly constructed plays, I'm going to tell him that this is an outstanding constructed play. I mean, look at it. It's a thing of beauty. Split flow action, pop pass.
Just how you draw it up.
Whew. You love RPOs. You're going to love this concept right here. Looks like he's reading 26, except they're going the opposite way. You know, it's just hard to get a beat on who he's reading. Because if you're reading one of those specific players, I can't tell you who tells you to throw this ball. But I can tell you that the spacing of it and the design of the play is amazing. You'd love to see that tight end almost go a little bit more vertical, run down the hash.
Dev would tell you
He
the same
bends it in
thing.
right
We
there,
talked about it too
and
on the
ball,
sideline.
It looks like it's kind of a poor throw.
Being
but
a
for me,
little bit more
he's
vertical.
throwing it where it should be thrown, and that tight end is bending it in too much. But man, if you love RPOs, you love that. So the next one, and this is to me is something that came up a handful of different times. Again, I don't know, you know, it's hard for me without being in the quarterback room to tell you who's at fault here. Because to me, this is a hot.
It is.
Okay, they only have 5 people blocking. Their center is turning to the left. They're going to be hot to the right. Now, this is a concept in most offenses that to me, I would classify this as like a flanker drive type play. And what I mean by that is,
It's not. But
I think I
for this, yes,
go
this is on
drive.
me and the right
We're gonna go
tackle.
from right here.
Supposed to
He's
make
gonna
the
be
call to
coming
push it out to
short motion
34.
and running a
We
shallow.
didn't get the call. It's
Who
on
knows
me to
what
be
they
able to
call
throw
it. I have
hot
no
now.
But I've played with a bunch of
But,
quarterbacks.
you know, my
especially
reads are to the
when you
left,
have
my hot's
the
to the
back
right,
offset to this side.
and I
They
have a
usually make
moving
this
target
six-man
moving.
protection,
My hot is
and they'll go
moving
just their dual
from
read
left
for the
to
back
right.
is
So
1 to 2, and if both these,
it's a good
that's
call
how
by
it's
the
normally
defense.
done. But I know a bunch of quarterbacks that will kick the slide over to this, kick the slide to the mic, and then just make the back 1 right here because they want this guy to blitz. Why do they want this guy to blitz? They want this guy to blitz and be hot off him because they know they have this drive coming across like this. So that's a very simple West Coast world, like day 2 mini camp in NFL. What they'll do, they'll kick the slide to the mic. Now the back's duel is right here. Well, they're not doing that here. This back to me is in a free release. But they are doing that by this guy being hot. He is hot. He's coming and he's unblocked. You've got this shallow coming back the other way. Now, without being in the quarterback room, you have no idea who's at fault here as far as the play design. Is he hot? Is he not? But you can see if we were hot off this player right here, you can see that what you would want to do is catch this thing, get your depth, bail a little bit if you have to, and throw it right here. And this thing is punt return right. Beautiful, hot, blitz pickup, amazing.
Yes, for sure.
But it doesn't happen. And he misses the throw.
This is cover 1 right here.
So again, one more time.
We have 2 beautiful man routes with the flat and the shallow.
Here he comes.
Obviously, the corner has to run through all that traffic.
Flip it out there.
Should have hit the shallow
wide
now,
ass open.
and that might be a touchdown.
Now he gets there eventually, but he misses the throw, and you can tell he's mad at himself by his reaction.
Pissed.
High knees,
Pissed
head
to say
back.
the least.
I personally
anything,
like that
I'd
kind
take
of
off
reaction
running,
until he cares.
Point him
Again,
to go
watch it
through the
now
block,
from
and it's
we're going to
the
be hot
same
off the guy
result,
on the
so.
right, the far guy outside the flagpole. Bail away, flip it. There it is. That's blitz pickup. Again, you can see the center blocking air, squats on air. It's always fun. Again, it's just tough. In my opinion, it's tough to run these 5-man pass pros out of tight splits. What I mean by tight splits is like tight end wing over here.
So this is
because
why
you're gonna have,
me and the tackle should have pushed it out to 34.
You just can't tell who the hell's
only
coming
blitzing
because
4.
everybody's in the box. So you got to have
the
basically
blitzing 5,
like
but the
vision on
5
both sides
is
of
the
the line.
dude
and
coming
it's
off
tough.
the right. So if we would have
But
pushed it
again,
to 34,
outside the
5
pocket,
on 5,
misses the throw,
and in the end, I would have
sees
been
it
good, and
vision-wise,
ended up
a
getting
little
to that
late.
shallow, regardless.
You can tell he's looking to the left, so he doesn't even know he's hot to the right. He might not. He sees him, but I've just seen it done so many times that I know it's very doable. Now, maybe that's not how they're teaching it. Maybe that's not. Maybe he's never been heard that before. Maybe that's not how they play this play. He gets there eventually. He just misses the throw. He can make that throw.
For sure, for sure.
So the next one, 3rd and 8. This is a great throw, right over the middle. 1, 2, 3, boom. Now, to me, upper body mechanics wise, there's a handful of throws in the full game that he really drops that ball down below his head.
Yes. Again,
really
that's something I'm also
one.
working on this
offseason.
Keeping the ball up tight, up compact, nice, short, quick release.
Sometimes gets long.
That I've had in the past and gotten away from it.
3rd and 8.
Trying to play ball and stuff like that.
I'm going to guess this is
something I'm definitely getting back to working on, just to tighten up that release a little bit more.
That is almost like a slant, banana in. I would hope it was an option route, but it's so banana-y. Great job seeing it. They do a great job of getting to these tight ends in this over the ball area later in the game. But his release here is what I really liked. It's fast. It's right on him.
Now, the only thing I'd say about this play,
that thing is
for the tight end, Deb would tell you this too.
But again, the upper body
step on his
ball
toes.
Mechanics here.
He cut it a little short.
To me, I think he can be faster.
Which again made me rush the throw.
Right there. That's why.
Luckily, it all worked out. But
to me, it wasn't always this quick.
You got to be able to step on his toes, get your full depth.
That's not dropping the ball down
everything
very
times
much.
up right.
You drop it down a little, sure, no problem. In fact, I think it's encouraged, a little equal opposite. But that thing is perfect. So he's got the ability, the velocity to make these throws. I would have liked to have seen them do this more, and I think they do it a little bit more later in the game. Right here, this is one of my favorite plays. He's looking off that middle field player, ripping a seam or post. I mean, his eyes are elite right here. Now, you could also make the argument that this is terrible safety play, but I think his eyes are better than the safety's bad play. We'll look at it from the backside. It makes it even better. Just looking at the routes here, this is just a flat curl down here to the bottom with a clear post. And he sees it and rips it. The curl was going to be there too. But from the back end, this is elite. This is special kind of football vision. Watch his eyes. Hold 15 to our left, his right. 1, 2, 3. No. Whoop. Come back. Rip.
The back foot. I got to get my back foot aligned.
Yes.
To where I'm
yes,
going to
please.
throw a lot sooner. Taking too
1,
many
2, 3.
wasted
No.
steps.
Back. Boom. I think you could almost make the case that it was a hitch late too.
Just a
tick late.
Definitely.
Usually when you look people off like this, when you hit the back foot, you want to be at to where you're going to go. He kind of takes that, see that back foot kind of hitch, move around, not lined up, takes him just a half second late. And that's the difference between a touchdown and a catch for tackle, in my opinion. But still, doesn't get over the fact that it is an outstanding job of manipulating DBs and safeties. And he does it multiple times because he does it again later in the same exact drive, same thing now to the other side. Again, the guy drops him, lets him down. To me, it's just the timing wise here is a tick late. So one more time. He's looking off that middle field player to the left. Look at the safety run out of there. I mean, you just don't see this very often anymore. Run out of there, rip it.
I don't know if you guys can see it or notice.
Footwork-wise, see if we can clean it up and get it
right as soon as I let the ball go.
1, 2, 3. See that little back
flinch?
Whatever
you
this
see
little
at the beginning of the
shuffle
game,
is.
neither of my ankles were
puts
taped.
his third foot in the ground right there. Boom.
Now both
get over.
All right. Now both are taped.
Back over to the right and let it rip. As opposed
I was
to
playing on 2 sprained ankles.
Shuffle back, let it rip. Almost like a hitch late there for me. But you got to catch it. I mean, it's literally rifles it right on the guy's face and he drops it.
These were like all arm throws.
Again, watch the eye manipulation. Looking left, back, right, boom. See if we can see if he drops the ball down when he goes to throw it. To me, this is a little bit more of a longer one.
At this level, you guys got to be nitpicky.
He kind of drops it down. I don't think
got to be nitpicky.
I think he's strong enough where he can clean up the upper body mechanics.
If you're blessed enough to be able to make it to the
and be a lot more
Power 5 school
with his accuracy,
and NFL, you got to be nitpicky.
But I mean, shoot,
you got to be.
Hits the guy right in the chest.
That's the only way you can get better.
You got to catch it. Then this is a 4th and 17, and they're down 17 late in the game, 4th quarter. Got a chance here. 4th and 17. Okay, to me, this is almost like a Y option play up top on the logo with potential comeback down here to the bottom.
Again, so pre-snap, I know they're dropping.
If you went 1 to
everybody
2, maybe
throw
the comeback here.
So everybody else is in
But I'm just going to let this thing play because this is magic. There's no.
So we got 5 guys on the route.
Should have done
7 guys covering the field.
You convert a play like this by doing stuff like this. It's pure magic. One more time, all the way through, me being quiet.
So I knew I had to create some type of time. I know their whole defensive scheme, they were giving the middle up the whole game to cover. That's why I was at first just going to take off running because nobody was going to be open. They were going to double our tight end. I decided to pull back. I was going to be able to get the first down.
Stuff like this is how you really separate people who are just straight up playmakers. Vision, arm strength, make a play. This is how you put a program on your shoulders.
Again, great job on my
really
tight end.
Impressive on
staying
multiple levels. Watch it from the back end here.
Not
it's even better from
covered,
this view.
Trying to
doesn't
get
like it.
Uncovered.
No. Should I run? No. Get out of here. No. Vision. Yes. I mean, look at his lineman. His lineman almost quit on him. Who is that? The center. He doesn't even know what to do. He's just hanging out. I mean, it's so good on so many different levels. Just an absolutely special play. And those are the type of things that just pop off of film. So then you come back here. We got another opportunity to just come back here and see exactly what he does with his feet.
You
almost rushed for 100 yards in this game. This is what I think is like third and 7. They're going to play 2-man. You just can't do it against him. And he just basically takes this game over at the end. Now, they're not able to pull it off or even make it that close. But this athleticism, the field awareness, pointing people out, you can tell he's got a bounce in his step right there, a little flick. But again, you can't play 2-man like this. You got no chance getting him in the open space like this, just being able to take over the game. And he's looking fast, striding out against a really talented USC defense and perimeter. That's not just like
USC is known for having speedsters, really athletic guys on defense.
Play that he's in there for the game. This is a 4th and 7, so we already knows he knows how to make plays on 4th down. Now there's nowhere to go with the ball. No one's open. No one was open the entire game on the perimeter. They just played man and gave him 2 middle fingers. But right here, it's 4th and 7. You got to throw it. You must throw it.
Yes.
You cannot, right here, you cannot throw it away.
Yes.
And so to me, it was disappointing. Just
as soon as I broke out of the end,
never throw a ball away on fourth
down. Should just threw the ball up, chucked it up.
You don't,
make a wish ball, and
you're so trained
hope for
to
the
not
best.
make a bad decision. But you got it on fourth down. You can't
there.
You can't lose your
just
mind like this
up.
right here. You got to find a way and just throw up
a
jump ball.
Up.
Boom.
Whew. Like I said, this is the example of.
But this game was a lot of fun for me to break
them having some
I'm
really elite guys. So shout out to
as far as what he's able to do playmaker wise. I think he's got an opportunity to really make a significant jump as a kind of a pure passer, just because of the upper body mechanics and how he would kind of get long and kick it down. But then at the same time, there were certain throws over the middle where he really shortened up, tightened up, and it was able to kind of to do a lot of good things over there. I just think that there were some times as far as the timing where it looked great on the 9-stop, and then there were other ones over the course of the full game where you're kind of like, just get it out just a little bit quicker. The hitch, the precision in the passing game didn't look like it was either he trusted it or was really locked in on the same page as far as some of those throws. But at the same time, looking off safeties, coming back, ripping seams, the velocity, making massive plays on 4th and 17. Really cool. So hopefully you enjoyed the video. If you did, you want to see the full game, get over there to the Patreon community, check it out, support the channel. If you really want to master RPOs, get over and check out the course. The course is in the description. Thanks again. I will see you next time. Have a good one.
Appreciate you, JT, for the analysis. You know, a lot of, if not everything he's saying, you know, in terms of quarterback play was on point. And something that, you know, a lot of those things I've been working on this offseason, being in quarantine, being able to really focus on myself and focus on my craft, being able to, you know, fine-tune those little details. Because as you guys can see from the video, there wasn't, you know, a big sheet of stuff that was like eye-glaring to me for me to work on. You know, it was very little stuff and things that I've, you know, already broken down myself, and I've broken down this game many times with my coaches as well as just by myself. So, you know, I appreciate you, JT. If you guys like more of these reaction videos, I know this is my first one. It's not, you know, the best, with obviously some reasons for it, you know, not wanting to give away what we're doing in the passing game and stuff like that. But, you know, if you guys want to see more of these, make sure you guys leave a like, make sure you guys leave a comment. If you guys have any more video suggestions, leave them down below. And like always, don't be a fan later. Make sure you guys like, comment, and subscribe. And we're out. Appreciate it.